the Three Musketeers, and we're missing one of our people, one of the Three Musketeers today. So we have a guest on our show, Javen. And so, introduce yourself. Okay.
That was a very good. That was a very good intro, Javen.
Yeah, that is awesome. We're gonna be talking about embarrassing stories that we've had in our life, because we've all had our fair share of embarrassing stories. So, yeah, who are we gonna start off with? It's the guest is first. Javen can start off.
Ladies first.
All right, carry on. Oh, okay. All right. This was before you were at the. That's just funny. That's great.
So you just freeballed the rest of the day.
Oh my god! Did
Carson
you tell
said that one time he went. Carson said one time in like second grade he went to school without underwear on and got sent home.
Carson is the third musketeer.
Yeah.
That we're missing right now.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you tell your mom after, or are you just like no?
Just like.
You never told your mom?
Mom's like, where did your underwear go? Like, I don't know.
What's your Buzz Lightyear underwear? Oh, nowhere. She's like, where'd the Buzz Lightyear ones go?
They were like special signature, like someone signed those underwear. Like Michael Jordan signed those underwear.
And he's like, you didn't even know at the time. Alright,
like your mom's like, where did the freaking Michael Jordan signed underwear go?
Yeah.
They were worth like $5 million. I don't know.
Nowhere?
Go look in the sewer.
Alright, so Mason, you wanna go next or no?
I have to think of one.
Same, but I think I can okay, yeah, I've got one. I'll relate to Javen's story. I have one just similar to that. Not very, but you know. So
I kind of have one like that too.
I think it was first grade. I remember I was freaking. We just came back from like our school had morning recess, and it was like that was about like we had morning recess and then we went to class and we had recess after later in the day and everything. But in this morning recess, we so it was like I had a bad stomachache or something, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'll be all right. And I was like, all right, I got to pass gas. I was like, oh god. and I just like, and I was just like squeezing my stomach, and I was like, oh, but the fart, dude, like, and then all of a sudden, it turned the size of a log, dude, dropped in my pants, and then,
oh my god,
dude, and I waddled like a penguin back to class, and then my teacher thought something was wrong with me, because I waddled like a penguin all the way back to class, and then I actually go to the bathroom. I stayed in there for like 50 minutes, and then she finally figured out what had happened. I was like, oh my gosh. It was bad. I had to leave early.
I mean, hey, you got a free trip home.
Yeah, at least that was like one of the that was the fun part. I probably didn't remember it at all. I probably went home. I probably went home and went to go play my Wii U or something. Like Cat Mario. That's all I used to play. All right, so it's Mason. That's last.
So it's a story pretty much the exact same.
Like basically, or is it just...
no, it's not the exact same, but it's pretty close. So basically, I was probably 8 years old, maybe 9, and we were at like a baseball game, like a college baseball game, and I really had to poop, but the line to the bathroom was like so long.
Yeah.
And, so I told my dad, and he's like, oh, just suck it up. And I didn't want to, like, act like a baby or anything, so I sucked it up. And then I ended up farting and some stuff came out, and then it smelled really bad. And then the neighbors, no, not the neighbors, the people that were sitting next to us reported us and got us kicked out of the baseball game.
How old were you?
I was like 8.
Oh, all right.
I mean, kind of fit.
I mean, I mean, I can understand if you were 8. But...
And then we were in freaking our car. We had like a freaking hour car ride, and I was just sitting in the car, and it stunk so bad. I remember the car ride home. It was not fun at all.
You didn't just like
fun at all.
You shouldn't like lose the pants, just like sit in the car.
I don't want to go home butt naked because I was with a couple of my friends too at the time.
Oh, okay.
So it was really embarrassing.
Oh, dang, man, that sucks.
We went to a baseball game with my friends and freaking crap my pants.
Oh, that really sucks, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, so Javen, back to you. Do you got any other embarrassing stories? You can just like move on. You trying to? So you think you have one?
Those stories don't have to be.
What was I gonna say? You have one or no? Because I do if you don't.
You just cut out really bad. What'd you say?
Oh, okay. So if you don't have one, I do.
I got one too.
All right, so I'm trying to. I just forgot it. Dang it. What was it? It was kind of embarrassing. I know it was kind of embarrassing, but it wasn't like super. It wasn't no toilet accident like all of us just told a story about. But it was like it was at his birthday. It was at a birthday party, okay, and it was like it was at a freaking alligator farm, and they were playing music, dude. And I was like,
wait, what were you looking up?
Huh? No, I was at an alligator farm.
Oh, sounded like you said something different.
I was at a birthday party. Okay, and they put on some music. I was like, oh heck yeah! I love and I used to love to dance. Indeed, I was going off and everything, man. And then I freaking tried to do a backflip, freaking landed straight on my butt. And then I got so embarrassed, dude, my face turned like bright red. And then like people were telling me I had good dance moves.
I got a story, but
at the time I was like, at the time I was like 8, dude, and I had like Kool-Aid all over my face. It was funny.
I have a good story, but it's not about me. It's about one of my friends from Colorado. Should I just say it?
I mean, don't say his name. Don't say his real name.
Yeah, I won't. But let's just call him Richard. That's not his real name, but let's just call him that for now.
All right.
We went to it was like this farm place for like a field trip thing. We used to go on a lot of field trips, and he wore these like white sweatpants because at my old school we could wear whatever we want. We didn't have to wear uniforms. He wore white sweatpants and a white shirt. I guess for some reason and so we went there and we ended up having like a water balloon fight, and he got hit like all over. And long story short, you could see everything through his clothes. Like everything. Like,
dang, that freaking sucks. So, Javen, do you have one now?
And he was kind of chubby, so you could see his man titties.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Alright, do you have one? Oh, I know this one. Yeah. I think I know this one. Yeah.
Start off with the school one first. So I don't know if you remember this, but you remember I was in first grade maybe. Outside for recess, and this is when they're building the new part of the back part of the elementary.
Yeah.
Like the new third grade classes and PK and stuff. Well, so instead of the teachers, practicing what we do in those drills, be calm. Here you go. Don't go away.
Oh, I think I remember this one.
And yelled at everybody to run. Like, they didn't care. They just told everybody to freaking run. There was a gas leak when they started building that new part of the building. So we
Yeah.
in front of the school, even though we're far away in the back.
Mhm.
So get there, freaking. So there's this one girl stops in the hallway to tie her shoes. I look at her, didn't say anything. Just like so
So she was just standing there while there's like a possible explosion about to happen.
explosion. Yeah, she's. Oh, I'm gonna just get down and tie my shoes, even though this building could explode at any minute. Goes down, ties her shoes. Another teacher walks up behind her, yells at her, he's like, "Get up and get outside." She's like, "But I'm a trip." Freaking. So we moved on from that. She goes outside. Everybody is out there crying because of what's going on. I guess I don't know why they were crying,
Mhm.
but everybody was crying.
Hey, yo, Javen,
Everybody else wasn't laughing.
turn up your mic a little. Hayden Hayes came into the he's watching the podcast and he's and he told you to turn the mic up. All right, so carry on. Sorry.
I might have to speak up a little more because
Yeah.
I might just turn up my volume as much as possible.
Okay.
Walked past to see everybody crying. I think I was the only one laughing.
I don't remember. I don't remember crying. I was just standing there. I was like,
I was laughing at every single person that was crying.
oh my gosh, dude.
They're scared for their life, and you're just over here.
Ah,
Loser.
you loser! Don't be such a baby. Don't be such a baby, bro.
Friggin' baby.
Yeah. Man up. Which is like the building's about to explode. You can lose your whole life.
You say man up, it's a little kid.
Okay, all right. I got one. I got a good one. Okay. Well, it's not that good, but it's the only reason it's kind of good. It was because it's recent. It happened like it happened 7th grade. Okay. I think I already told Javen about this one, but I'm not sure. So, I was just chilling, and I was like playing freaking frisbee with a kid in our class, and I was like, oh, it's going over there, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna book it. I want it to run as fast as I can, see if I can catch it before it hit the ground. I swear I was going like as fast as Usain Bolt. Not literally, but I was going pretty fast, and I was full speed, and like I look at the ground and I notice it's damp. When I'm starting to get there, I'm like, all right, I should be able to make it. I go, and it's like I freaking slip on my back. Like it looked like I crapped all over myself. It was bad, dude. There was mud dripping off of me, and I was like, and our coach for our basketball team was busting out laughing, sitting on the bench, like because he was out there with our PE coach, busting out laughing because I had fell and busted my butt.
Something about him, the basketball coach. We had this fun day thingy. If you sold like a certain amount of things. And we were outside playing games, and he was showing us like these games. This one game where he was showing us, it's like a frisbee game where you try and get like a frisbee in these holes or whatever. And I freaking threw it. My first shot hit him square in the nuts.
Oh man,
Pretty sure he's mad at me.
that's how you get a coach to hate you.
Yes.
That's funny.
Pre-K story.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Okay, this one's not as bad. But so we're getting off the bus, and we're like late to school. It's like me and Bryson were like the last people to arrive. So we're getting off the bus, or out of my car. Bryson told me right before he left me, do not run. Right when I see
Why?
my car, right when he turned the corner. Right when he turned the corner, I booked it.
Why?
I didn't see. I don't remember. He told me not to run because I guess I used to run a lot to my class. But right when I seen him turn the corner, I booked it. Didn't see where I was going. Looked in front of me, freaking ran into a big hole.
like some Looney Tunes type crap, like where your hands are out, or you just like bang hit it and you were like, ow.
No, I hit it and then I fell down to the ground. I swear Bryson had some type of freaking superhero crap at that time. Because he heard my head hit the freaking hole, he turned the corner, and he looked at me. He's like, I told you not to run. And I'm like,
Just say I was walking backwards.
had a big knot in the middle of my forehead, and I when I mean it was big, I freaking mean it was probably like you know the bottom of a water bottle, like it was probably that big, like just
Holy.
I had it was
Holy
so
cow.
bad. Freaking so they take me to the front office. They give me like a Spider-Man ice pack. I remember.
Ooh. Okay.
I
Swaggy.
they gave me the Spider-Man ice pack. That
So you have a big lump on your head and you're going to the nurse's office. You're like, hey, can I have a Spider-Man ice pack?
Like just straight up. Is that what you just straight up said?
Give me Spider-Man ice pack or else I kill your family.
like the darkest thing ever.
I started feeling a little dizzy, so I was just sitting against the wall, like slumped up. Freaking the office lady's looking down at me. She's like, "Can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up?"
10.
She started asking me some freaking random questions. I'm just sitting there not answering. And my freaking class appears to walk through, not through the office, but like past the office, and the office has like glass doors. So
Yeah.
they see me, and of course, you know, the teacher walks in concerned. She's like, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" I look at her. I ran into a pool.
Just like
She's like, "Well, I hope you feel better." And I'm like, "Well,
Javen just like it's like Javen just like can't see anything. I have a really good story. This is like
They gave him terminal brain damage.
like he loses brain cells. So I have a story. It's not recent, but it's like from 5th grade, and it was like it didn't. Javen knows about this one because he was there, and I was playing baseball, and I'm at second base. I'm already mad. I was already mad that day because I missed 2 catches and I struck out twice. And I normally play catcher, but I got put at second. The only time I get put at second too, I mind you. And freaking, I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just play second. I'm all mad. Some big kid. And I'm not gonna say, well, a person of size. So that's what I'm saying. A person of size comes up to bat, and proceeds to line drive. Well, I don't know if it line drive or it hit the ground. Javen knows.
it wasn't a line drive. It bounced off, just like he hit it, and it went behind the pitcher's mound, and it bounced off the ground and popped you right dead center."
Yeah, it smoked my bridge of my nose. And
Bruce told me this one.
I think, well, yeah, I'm really surprised it didn't break either because it smacked it, and I fell on the ground, and it was crazy. I could not see anything for
That's
like half a
unfortunate.
second. But then I got my vision back. Suddenly. Do you have one, Mason? Like a story or something? I have another one. I'm just gonna tell it later. Unless you don't have one.
Not really any embarrassing ones.
Do you have like
I can
any
think of,
cool
like,
stories?
Oh yeah, I missed. So did y'all have a preschool or not preschool, kindergarten like graduation?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, well, we didn't have a graduation. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I guess.
Well, I had one, but I wasn't able to go to it. You know why?
Why?
So we were about to leave to school, and we were in the car, and my mom was like, "Oh, I forgot something." So we both got out the car, and I forgot what we were doing. I think my mom like forgot her keys or purse or something. I just decided to come with. Thank goodness. Freaking, this lady knocks on our door, and she's like, do you have the white, I forgot what kind of car it was. It was like a white car. She's like, do you have a white car that's parked up in front? And she's like, my mom's like, yeah. And she's like, well, it's kind of destroyed. And we look out the front door, and there's a freaking car. It's just like smashed into it. Like it totaled the car.
Dude, that is super
It
lucky.
freaking totaled. No, and it was an old lady that blacked out.
She just like
that
blacked
was
out inside
driving.
the car?
Yeah, she was driving and she blacked out and crashed in my mom's car.
Holy, dude, I'm glad
I
you were in
know.
the car.
Yeah, me too. That'd have been
Dude,
bad.
that's crazy.
Freaking totaled my mom's car. I missed my freaking preschool or kindergarten graduation or whatever.
Holy.
I wouldn't made it past kindergarten.
I'm trying to think of a
Just say
cool
that.
story. I'm trying to think of a cool story I've had.
And then there was like freaking a whole bunch of police cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but back then I used to want to be a garbage man. That was like my goal in life. I used to love garbage trucks. I don't know why. I
mean,
was so weird back then.
I mean, why wouldn't you? That's like the best truck ever.
I don't know why. I was just obsessed with garbage trucks. It's like the thing. It's like the opposite thing you'd think a little kid would be obsessed with, but no.
Yeah.
I think he'd be obsessed with like fire trucks or something. Nope, I was a weird kid. I was obsessed with freaking garbage trucks. I used to like go outside every day or every time the garbage would pass and just like stare at them. I'd sit on our back porch and like lean over the side of the house and with my binoculars and I'd just watch them.
Dude, the guy probably thought you were so
I
weird.
literally perfected the craft of being a garbage man.
Dude, the guy probably thought you.
And then the freaking city started buying those like ones that do it themselves, and I got sad because I didn't get to spy on any more garbage men.
Dude, oh, dude, you know everything. The guy's probably like super creeped out. That's like watching you. Like, what the heck?
He's like a little kid staring at him with goggles. Or
Yeah, like
binoculars.
Like, what are you doing? Nothing.
Are you
Like,
retarded or something?
staring straight at him.
Staring through my soul.
Dang. I don't have a cool story. Oh, well, I kind of do. So I was in elementary school.
One time
and, like,
there's a moose on our back porch.
Yeah, oh my god. You just
Freaking
like
giant. It was like a freaking giant moose. Or it might have been an elk. I think it was a moose.
Well, it would make
I don't
sense.
remember.
Colorado. and
Well, they were
everything.
both. Whatever it was freaking giant. And
Yeah.
we used to rent. It was like a freaking huge house. But it was like a freaking mansion in Colorado in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
But we had like roommates. We were friends. We had roommates with this one dude. And we had the bottom floor. At that time, it was just me and my dad because him and my mom had broke up a couple years before. And I didn't have a stepmom yet, so it was just me and my dad living the life. It was nice. And we one time we woke up and we heard noises. My dad's like, Mason, look. And I look, there was like a glass sliding window and there was a curtain. Like the whole wall was like a big glass sliding door.
Yeah.
And we had a curtain in front of it. We opened the freaking curtains. There's a giant whatever. I don't
Dude,
remember
you're
if it was
lucky.
a moose.
You're kind of lucky because moose are really like they can be hostile towards
Well, yeah,
humans.
but we were looking through the freaking glass door though, so we didn't go outside because we were too. My dad's like, you probably shouldn't go out there. I wanted to, but he's like, you probably shouldn't go down there.
Go pet the
out
go,
there. You might
just
get
go,
destroyed.
Just go pet the moose. All right, I have a story from elementary school, and I'm very surprised this even happened to me because I'm never this lucky. So what happened was, it was I think it was 4th or 3rd grade or something like that. But Javen knows. Every year we would have this this thing called Harvey Rabbit, and it'd come to our school like every year. And it was like these two people. They were kind of older, like 50 at the time, and they had a puppet. And there was like a rabbit, and they did like stupid things. It was kind of funny to at our age and everything. And one year, I was sitting there, and I was like, because I loved it. Me and Cohen would bust out laughing. One of my good friends of mine would bust out laughing at it. And there was one year, and I was like, man. She was like, I'm going to pick on some people in the crowd to come upstage and dance with us. I was like, I'm not going to get picked with this. I'm like the most unluckiest person in the world. And then she came, she was looking at everywhere, and I had like, I don't know, I had some stupid blue hat on, I think. And it was like, because I don't know. And I went, and she was like, oh, you! And then she like was like, you talking to me? And then she called me up there, and she was like, she was like, you're just going to dance. I was like, okay, and I just started like doing random dance moves and everything. That was like the happiest time of my life. I was living it. And then we had this thing and everything called Christian Club. And one year I got picked, but I wasn't even like the one day I didn't go to school that whole entire year. Didn't even get. And they called my name to go up on stage, but it wasn't even there. So I got really mad when someone told me about it.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, T-Boy. Oh, I thought you were talking about that T-Boy Gator thing. He would go up there too.
Remember at my old school, we used to do something like that, but this lady would just come up and read in front of our whole freaking school. Like, and our old school was giant. We had like thousands of kids, probably like 3,000 kids.
Dang.
And because our school went from kindergarten to 6th grade. So, yeah. But my old school used to be so fun. We used to have freaking field trips almost like every month. And they were like far too. Like one time when Fortnite just came out and it was like popular and stuff, we went to this art museum, which was like probably like 4 hours away drive. So we were on a bus, and me and my friends were just playing Fortnite on our phones on the bus. That was so fun, dude.
Okay, so like when we got into like 5th grade, they stopped doing like the long field trips, but they used to do like we used to go to New Orleans, like all the way from where we were on a bus, and it like I don't know, like my sister did it, like to go to the museum and everything, like there's like a huge museum over there, and yeah, that's like the longest field trip we ever probably had. It's like 3 hours. You have any stories?
Well,
Jamie?
there was a thing for the middle school. The old middle school that I was gonna go to in 7th grade, or no 6th. You had to raise like $3,000 just to go. But it was well, I mean, technically it wasn't fully paid, but it was a trip all the way to New York, where you'd be like in a hotel and like you got to drive around New York and stuff. You have to go with all your friends, but you'd have to pay $3,000 a person. So I didn't do it. I'm glad I didn't do it because I moved across the country anyways. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to go. You get to go see like the freaking not the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower. Like the 2-foot Eiffel Tower in like a convenience store.
The Mona Lisa.
You are messing up these names, bro.
I was just kidding. Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, there you
see all that and like ride around in those big red buses and stuff. Yeah.
Like in London.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know really. I just know that they're going to New York. And yeah.
Dang, did any of your friends say they were going to it or no? Like.
Yeah, one of my friends started a freaking GoFundMe and all that crap. And I was like, I'm not wasting $3,000 just to go to New York. I mean, it'd be fun and stuff, but
nah.
It wouldn't be worth it because you only go for like a week.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be worth it. If I paid that much, at least like 2, maybe 3 weeks. But
yeah,
a week. I mean, I don't know about that. That's like a freaking $3,000 just for 1 week. But I mean, if you go for 3 weeks, then that'd be like
that'd be worth
couple grand, like $1,000 a week. I mean, I think that'd be worth it. I think they're freaking.
I think the only reason it costs you so much was because you have to pay for flights, and normally it's all out of money.
And freaking, what is it called? Hotels. But I mean, hotels shouldn't cost that much. I mean,
yeah.
I say unless it's a really, really nice hotel, I say like $2,000, $3,000 for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I guarantee like freaking. Most of that is just for like to pay the teachers and to, like to pay the school, so the school doesn't lose a lot of money. Because I mean, no, I don't think it costs $3,000 for one kid to fly to New York and live there and stay there for a week.
Yeah.
Unless they're like freaking 5-star hotel and all that, but.
Other than that, I don't know. Javen, do you have any stories? Like any exciting stories that you ever done?
Oh god.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know this one.
Oh yeah. So then we had the freaking lock her up in this cage, and we had her in there for like a couple days, and then we felt bad that she was just wasting her life away in there. So my dad was trying to get her like to be better. So one time he was taking her on a walk, and these people drove by, and they're like, "Oh, that's a nice dog," and whatever, and da 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 da. And then my dad started talking with him, and then for some reason the people asked for the dog. And my dad's like, "Sure." Yeah, they're like, "Can we have that dog?" And my dad's like, "Yeah, I mean, she's bad, so sure."
Like, eats all their chickens too?
So I don't know if my dad killed the dog or not. I don't know if he just made up that story, because it sounds kind of Sounds kind of suspicious, but.
I mean, if he did.
Well, no, they didn't. They didn't ask just like for the dog. The dog jumped in the back seat with the little girls they had and was being really good. So
He was like,
my
yeah,
dad was like,
this
I
will
mean,
work
if
out.
y'all want her, y'all can have her. I mean, and they're like, really? And like he's like, yeah. I mean, do y'all have any chickens or animals? And I'm like, nope. He's like, do you have a lot of land? And they're like, yeah. He's like, well, this is the perfect dog for you. Because, I mean, she was good. You remember that video on my Insta of the dog falling off the porch?
Yeah.
That
was her? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, she was funny. I liked her, but
Yeah.
she had to go.
Well, this is where I'm going to end the podcast here. Well, Jamie, I'll let you say your thing.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Alright, so this is where we're going to end our first podcast, because we're a bit over the time I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go 30, but 34. It's alright, but yeah, so this is the first podcast. After the second, we'll probably do one tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. That's where I'm ending the podcast. Wait, and you freaking ended. Oh, I don't know how to end it.
Just go click on it, just click the share button, and then it should pop up.
What's it say?
It says,
Oh, I see. Alright, bye. This is I'll make another